Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to the continuing adventures of NomNomulous as he treks through the dungeon. I don't really have time to be doing a crawl vid right now, but I also really want to do a crawl vid right now. So what you're getting is what happens when those two collide, where I do a run for a little while and then quickly stop in the middle somewhere when I run out of time. Where last we left off, I had fought the royal jelly and lost twice, but lost doesn't mean lost the game, because, you know, I had the good sense to pull out rather than trying a third time and then dying for good. Yeah, these are all decent options. So yeah, let's continue through the dungeon. I'm gonna ditch one of these extra ones of disintegration. Next place that I would like to go should be, again, haven't really thought about this, so making up my mind now. I have 3 levels of resist necrotic, which would make Tomb seem possible now compared to how it used to be. I can always delve a bit deeper into Zot, or I could just throw myself into Pandemonium and see how that goes. I'm not trying to do a 15 rune run or anything, I'm just trying to have some fun. You know what? For the sake of just trying to have some fun, let's try the Elven Halls. I've already lost most of my items, and I have conservation in case I really care, so let's go to the Elven Halls. I should have found the door by now. Off we go. Oh, cool. I'm pretty sure it said Okuwaru has been mollified. It does. I have just successfully dealt with Okuwaru's wrath, and rather than doing some trick like spamming, like spam waiting somewhere or the equivalent, I waited out his wrath by entering the abyss and fighting my way through it, and then going on to the slime holes. Clearly Okuwaru's wrath to the well-prepared is not that difficult. Let's go to the Elven Halls. Elven Halls. Damn it! Elven Halls, Elven Halls, Elven Halls. Alright. Beat the dog up. Should not have used my breath weapon to cost hunger status. In we go, dragon up, dig. And the reason I wanted to get here as fast as possible is I don't want them to teleport. I kind of want them to stay here where I know what's going on. A Staff of Olgrib is almost universally a bad item. There's a very small segment of the game where it can be useful, and the odds against finding a specific unrand art that early are pretty high. Okay, they're all dead. Of course, I'm nauseated now, so, you know, deal with that. Can't stomach food anyway. Roxanne, why are you not vulnerable to disintegrate? She's immune to hostile enchantments, and that would of course include disintegrate. I'm not actually going to try to take down Roxanne. She's probably hiding a book of some kind, and let's be real, I clearly don't really need a book at this point in my run. I mean, I'm not going to say no to free loot, but I'm not going to work hard for loot that I probably won't need. And killing a statue that can confuse you the moment you enter its line of sight, yeah, that qualifies as tricky, at the very least. Let's see what they got here. Strength and dex and ice, no thank you. None of these are particularly impressive. The +4 ring of strength is nice, but I already have one of those, and I don't exactly make that much use of it. Again, artifact weaponry is not that helpful to a person like me who doesn't actually use weapons. I just use my bare claws. More like my dragon claws. Okay, bunch of books. I'm actually going to go ahead and forget blade hands at this point. Not because I need the spell slots, but because I don't actually need that spell, period, anymore. In any situation I could blade hands, I could probably dragon just as well. And blade hands will give me a distorted impression of my physical resistance. You know, because I'm so used to being a dragon. So I don't want to risk that getting me killed. repel missiles before I charge in, then I charge in, and then you guys are going to deal with a melee ranged dragon. I hope you're ready for that. Repel missiles, recast dragon form, and continue doing my work. Also, we're just going to start butchering some of these things just because I anticipate at any minute my hunger will wear off. The real thing that I would like at this stage of the game is to get a wand of heal wounds so that I can use my scrolls of recharging to get rid of all of my rot. You know what? That's a lot of summons. So good job, lady. I'm going upstairs. Now the summoner is dead, and all the summons are not as powerful as even one of Okuwaru's wraths, So yeah, we're good. Still got that shout mutation on board. Sucks, but what can you do? Okay, so far so good. Put back the hunger staff, please. Actually, take it away just to punch him to death. Okay, that's 2 out of 3. Final floor. Now, please to recall, this is the dangerous one. We're even going to blow a magic mapping just because we can, and I expect at any minute for it to burn, so I'd rather it be used in an even marginally useful way. Wands of teleport, 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 and nothing else of interest. Okay, that's the pathway to get into the actual elf area. I don't want to go there quite yet, so let's go here instead. Again, same logic I explained to those of you who've watched the whole series back in the spider pit. If you're forced to random teleport, it's better to have the whole stage cleared out, rather than random teleporting with less than 20 health in an emergency situation right into the arms of a waiting killer. Okay, that's almost the whole level cleared out. Let's just go ahead and make it official. Why can't I cast a dig? There we go. Apparently because I can't type well today. Okay, that's a clear. And now, here we go, into the fray. Haste would be nice. Haste, fly, dragon form. Nothing so far has been summoned that truly scares me. Let's start blowing fire that direction, so that steam clouds will cover it. And we'll do the same on this side. And now the moment they give me vision, I will blow them up again. I can't see. I'm gonna actually just, I'm just gonna pull out. Let them follow me out. Set up a kill zone for them right here. Anyone dumb enough to turn the corner gets my dragon up their face. Nothing quite like telling a Balrog your mistake was fighting me and actually meaning it. Okay, I still got fly, I don't have haste. The stars just aligned for a nice shot, so we'll take it. Actually, you know what? Let's finish them all. No, that's a Blade Master. Don't want that, want that. Just take this corpse and run. Don't know, all of a sudden I'm getting a nervous feeling. Anyway, drag that corpse out with me, drop it here so I can butcher it nice and out of sight. And eat what I can. Okay. Okay, that's just Hellfire? That's Hellfire. Okay, let's try and get some steam between us. Dragon up. Knock him out. Knock him out. Still can't eat. That's fine. Okay, I just walked straight into that. So, my turn. Target that smoke cloud and just keep blowing it up. With any luck, I won't have to worry about... No, Okawaru can totally put... Not Okawaru. TSO might totally put me under penance for this kind of behavior. But to say that he started it, putting it mildly. Okay, there we go. Got him. Now we have to get out of here. Dragon up. Definitely don't want to not be a dragon here. Don't want to not be a dragon. Okay, that was Torment, and Torment apparently deals almost a full damage, if not actually full. I'm also starving right now, so to hell with nausea, I need to take care of this. Let's eat a chunk of flesh. That's a kill. And we're just going to go ahead and finish eating up all of this nauseating flesh. No more bodies, so we're just going to go with a ration of some kind. There we go. Problem solved. And my health is still not back to full because there's just so much of it to heal. My health is 247 when it's depleted before entering dragon form. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of really nuts, actually. How high is my fighting skill? Oh, I'm not even trading it? Nice. No, I want invocations and evocations up first, so... There's logic in my madness. Protected from missiles, and you guys are walking within my aura. What are you? High? I mean, I guess I'm not giving them a choice. If they want to attack me at all, they have to walk right up to me and hit me in the face. Okay, fancy amulet. Now we're talking. Let's see what else we've got. That's a kill. That's a kill. Part of me is just daring them to try to abyss me. Oh, I should not have fought that Cacodemon without blocking mutations. But, you know, what they say, all's well that ends well, and that ended well, so it's well. Ditch that as well. Cause Fear sounds like fun, like Book of the Dragon style. Delayed Fireball, how are we for this? Memorize that? Memorize that? Alright, cool. Put it on the letter L, please. That's where I like it. You cast it. Beautiful. The thing about that is, yeah, even at 80% failure, I'm willing to wait. I kind of like that number. Or kind of like that spell. And I generally don't actually cast it ever, so it just sits there waiting until I'm eventually just, I don't know, drop it. Let's see. Resist fire versus poison resistance. Man, what is it with cloaks of poison resistance this game? Seriously, poison resistance. I found 1, 2, 3 of them, and that's, I think, not counting one that was purchasable in a store that I obviously didn't purchase because I didn't eat it the first 3 bloody times. What made you think it'd be right the next time? Alright, well that's one half the cash. Let's go ahead and become a honking ridiculous dragon and make sure I've got repel missiles on to deal with the fact that there's an archer going haywire. I'm gonna start flaming them. Oh, thank you for the blink. I truly was having a hard time aiming at you. Okay, now he's dead. All that's left is the Deep Elf Blade Master. Dude, I'm a motherfucking fire-breathing dragon. You may have dual elven quick blades and a runed chainmail, but I'm a friggin' dragon, baby. I breathe fire. Ball. Read L. Drop L. Read L. Drop L. Yeah, nothing in there that sparks my interest. Ooh! A cap with an enchant on it. And a spirit shield cap. I could definitely get behind this. Because, one, I'm going Wukod Mu. I'm building my evocations. It's probably high enough that I could get away with casting it at this point, honestly, but you know, I want to get higher. So I can always just get back mana, as long as I'm not in dragon form. And I don't use that much mana, except when I start spamming spells because I have nothing else to do. As a dragon, it doesn't cost that much to maintain the form, and this could really buff my health overall, so yeah, I will go with Spirit Shield. That's a great choice. And what slot is it taking up? Oh, it's taking up my hat slot. Yeah, where's my old cap, though? Take that with me, too. Just in case I decide it's not worth it or I change my mind. Die now. Okay, well, that's the Elven Halls cleared out. This is as good a place to stop as any since I don't have time to do a crawl fit today, but, you know. La 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 la. There we go. I was sure there was going to be another side to this dungeon, and now I found it. And beautiful for me, like a true dragon, I roar at random, so my enemies don't have to worry about me being stealthy or nothing. It's like Barney the dinosaur would do. And then rip things' heads off. Okay, I think that's most of this explored. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's just get out of here. Eat everything that I haven't eaten. Out we get, out we get. So the next options are Pandemonium, which is not a bad choice. Zot 4 and 5 and win the game, which is again not a bad choice. Or, I guess, Hell, which I don't want to do. Or the Tomb. I don't know. I'm not sure where to go next. Well, when you don't know, when in doubt, just go to Zot. So I'm gonna go to Zot and make sure that I'm wearing the Amulet of Resist Mutation at the time. Oh, right, I got a new amulet to identify. I forgot all about that. Faith inhibits... anything that inhibits teleport is not worth thinking about, so forget it. So, drop that. The other one, on the other hand, this is interesting. Spirit Shield, Intelligence Plus, and Accuracy Plus. And works while I'm a dragon. But I don't know, I'd rather be resisting mutation and or, what's that other effect that I had? Not Gourmand. Berserk. I would have the ability to Berserk on demand. So, I've already got better amulets for the slot. It's not a bad choice, so I'm going to hang on to it for a while until I decide, no, I'm really not going to be using this ever. Okay, whoever invented this particular dungeon layout really needs to consider how much it irritates the auto-traveler. Okay, there we go. Into Zot. And just throw a bread ration down the gullet. I'm busy. Down we go. Now, no mana, but I will have plenty before it times out. Degeneration. I already knew that was going to be a bad potion because I have it narrowed down to Degeneration or Decay. But I'm ready to deal with either of those possibilities, so it doesn't matter. Invocations. Solid enough. We're going to turn it off for now. I might increase it later if I decide I really want to use the invocation weapons, but as it is, I barely use any invocations, so... Not that they're bad, I just don't use them. Liquid Flames. I do have conservation, so I'm going to put that on immediately. That should work. And Embroidered Cloak. Can't be worn, of course. I have another unidentified amulet, I believe. Or don't I? No, I don't. I managed to get double identify last time. Okay, let's drop out of dragon form and try on this cloak. And... No, I would rather have resist fire for the short period of time where it applies. Bearing in mind, of course, that it's barely a relevant decision since I'm constantly losing my, my cloak bonuses. Also recall that as TSO's worshipper, going invisible is at least as big a hurdle as it is a help, since all it means is I can't attack others, not that they can't attack me. Okay, this would be a great time to go berserk, so I'm gonna haste. I don't need the +5 strength or damage nearly as much as I need this combat speed. Back up a turn just to give them some room to continue to fight, and now go back to dragon form because apparently I lapsed for a short period of time. And now they're all dead, and there should be at least one that's edible. And it's this one. Perfect. I think that about does it. There's a dragon corpse here that needs killing. Just because I like having a collection of hides for no reason whatsoever. We're gonna drop half the chunks that I picked up, just because when you have 2 dragons worth of meat in your inventory, everything goes a little haywire. And sure enough, they all rotted before I could eat the next one, so... Good decision. Rotten chunks should be like 0.01 AU or something ridiculously small, just so that it doesn't matter how many you have. There's no reason to penalize you for something which, on almost any character, is totally useless. And on the few characters who have actual use for rotting meat, they need all the buffs they can get anyway. Okay. Delayed Fireball still easily suck. Evocations is growing. Dodging is fine, but of course fine is relative and I want it to be perfect. Let's go ahead and trickle Conjurations or Spellcasting on. I vote Conjurations. Back away. Evade. Dragon up. Let them get a bit closer. Haste. And now we go to town on them. You guys are... Oh my god, don't trample. Actually, as long as I'm standing inside of clouds... Okay, at least one of them is a summoner. I'm assuming it's the yellow ones. I don't know why I make that assumption. Oh wait, this is a staircase. Just go upstairs, for God's sakes. Don't get... You know why we lost in Vietnam? We didn't have an exit strategy. Alright, let's eat a pear. Try a different stair with my pear. I don't care. You come upstairs with me, why don't you? Oh god, liquid flames. When did that happen? Am I still wearing conservation? Yeah, okay, good. Apparently doesn't do a whole lot, but it's better than having nothing. So far I've been under heavy attack and not once run out of mana or felt like I had mana issues. So I am feeling pretty good about my decision to keep the spirit cap on. Especially since ordinarily it's an item I would never use. I consider it a big, big nerf on a caster. No, let's not eat that. It's like the kid that looks at a 7-day-old piece of salad, or the 7-day-old cookie or something. It's like, are you going to eat that? It's mutagenic, but, you know, hungry. And of course I can't commit cannibalism, which means no eating my own kind. Which means I get to starve right now. Oh, TSO, you and your crazy, crazy conducts. When they funnel towards me, I shall slaughter them all. No, don't butcher anything you can't eat. Which is everything. I just realized that standing in range of that ghost moth meant I was going to get drained. And once drained, it means I have no flexibility and no options. So, let the ghost moth die. My, but aren't there a lot of you? It's a good thing that this Halo lets me see invisible stuff, or reveals invisible stuff, I should say, because without that, this would have been really annoying. Killer clown? Whatever will we do? Oh right, how about kicking his ass? You tried that yet? I hear that usually works really well. Man, there's just no meat that isn't made of draconian here. And I can't eat that because, you know, my god does not approve of cannibalism. Ambrosia it is. Will fill me up some and it'll be nice. More bread rations. Found. Two chunks, but that's all I needed. Stuff of energy is up. Okay. That's all the way down to Zot 5, and I think that's as good a quitting point as any. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next time.